Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this emergency live broadcast. We've got some massive breaking news. Donald Trump is openly calling for an immediate arrest of Fauci, Adam Schiff, and Act Blue associates for lying, stealing, money laundering, and other major federal crimes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we voted for. See, last week we got to see two Democrat judges be arrested by the FBI for breaking the law and hiding and helping illegal immigrants evade justice. Donald Trump is not done, and he's not even close to being finished. The arrest that I believe that we are going to see next is of people in Senate and in Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you're in, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. Where are you tuning in from? And before we continue, today's sponsor is VERITY Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in protecting your IRAs, 401ks, or your cash retirement plans through physical, constitutional gold and silver, VERITY Metals is the company for you. This is a faith-based family, patriot family-owned gold, silver, and precious metal IRA firm who protect your money through physical, constitutional gold and silver. Matthew Geiger, the owner, is a very good friend of mine. He's been on the show several times. He'll be more than happy to give you free silver on your next qualifying order when you tell him Vlad sent you. So call or text 480-717-9081. Links are down below in the description. Thank you so much. Let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. President Trump now demands Act Blue and Adam Schiff be, quote, thrown in jail. Crooked Adam Schiff responds in full panic mode. Now, before we go up to the article and I show you, what Trump said and how Adam Schiff responded, ladies and gentlemen, this is from this morning, a Congress hearing. Listen to what Mr. Mike Howell has to say about Adam Schiff. He's about to call out Adam Schiff to his face on national television for being a criminal, begging Joe Biden's assistants to give him a preemptive pardon. And he said, sir, your pardon is not going to last forever. It's illegal. Listen.
Recently, we released an investigation that discovered that the Biden White House made prolific use of an auto pen device to sign pardons and other presidential documents. Given President Biden's lack of mental capacity and proof that he himself was not signing the documents, President Trump has declared those pardons to be null and void. Now, this applies to the last-minute pardons of the January 6th committee, and Senator Schiff has stepped out, but this would apply to his pardon as well.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's read these, listen to these few seconds, last seconds.
Null and void. Now, this applies to the last, has declared those pardons to be null and void. Now, this applies to the last-minute pardons of the January 6th committee, and Senator Schiff has stepped out, but this would apply to his pardon as well.
So Adam Schiff knew where Mike Howell was going with his speech and his testimony and walked out before he said this. But here's what Trump said. Hopefully, Act Blue, the Democrat illegal scam used to raise money, including from not allowing foreign contributions, is being looked at by authorities. The Dems only know how to win by cheating, something which they do better than any group or party in history. But now, with their terrible policies and candidates, and with people like crooked Adam Schiff, who demanded a full pardon from Sleepy Joe leading the way, it is almost impossible to reach their money goals. The United States of America is wise to these scoundrels and crooks. Also, why did the auto pen give Schiff a pardon? Biden knew nothing about it. Who operated the auto pen? That is the biggest question being asked in DC right now. They almost destroyed our country. They should be in jail. And Adam Schiff responded like this: Donald Trump is back to attacking me today because the economy has been in a tailspin under his economic mismanagement. And so have his poll numbers. And the last thing he wants is people holding him accountable. Attack me as much as you like, Mr. President. Right? So this dude, here, let me show you this full one. Attack me as much as you want, Mr. President. I'm not backing down. Yeah. In prison, you're not just going to be backing down. You're going to be bending down. Bum. Now, let's go to the top. Here's what we're seeing. President Donald Trump signed a powerful memorandum last week ordering a full federal crackdown on illegal campaign donation practices, specifically targeting the embattled Democrat fundraising platform Act Blue and calling for crooked Adam Schiff to be thrown behind bars. The directive comes amid mounting investigations led by Representative Byron Steele, Republican from Wisconsin, and 19 state attorneys general. So there are 19 attorney generals investigating all of this, including officials from Texas, Arkansas, Florida, and Missouri, exposing explosive evidence that Act Blue was complicit in laundering illegal donations, including potentially illicit foreign money into Democrat campaigns across the country. The memorandum, as highlighted by the Gateway Pundit, states federal law strictly prohibits making political contributions in the name of another person, as well as contributions by foreign nationals. Press reports and congressional investigations have uncovered deeply troubling evidence that online fundraising platforms have enabled schemes to launder excessive and prohibited contributions. Now, here's something that investigations have discovered. Investigations have revealed staggering levels of fraud. Act Blue allegedly detected at least 22 significant fraud campaigns, many with foreign nexus. A House investigation uncovered 237 donations made using foreign IP addresses and prepaid gift cards during a single 30-day window in 2024 alone. As the Gateway Pundit first reported, a team led by Peter Bernegger, Chris Gleason, Dreza Smith, and supported by James O'Keefe, uncovered voter mule operations with individuals often listed as making hundreds or even thousands of small dollar donations, sometimes totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars to Democrat campaigns through Act Blue. Why is it always that the Democrats are surrounded by dirty money? Why? And Adam Schiff is very, very, very supported by, Act Blue and all of their BS and money laundering. So here's what they were doing. There are federal campaign laws. For instance, there's only a amount that I'm allowed to give. Let's say it's $2,000 a month. But I only donate $5 a month. Now my money, or once, and then my name is on the books, right? My name is now on the books. They have it saved, my address, my name. But let's say the CCP wants to donate $1 million to, I don't know, Kamala Harris, Mrs. Kamal, right? They can't donate to her directly. So they send the money to Act Blue. Act Blue takes a bunch of names that donated $1, $10, $20, even if it's from 2 decades ago. And then without your knowledge, on your behalf, they will start donating hundreds of dollars weekly or monthly. That's how they would go around the campaign laws. The Democrat Party is the party of suckers and losers. I said it. But now, I want to move on to this story before we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. India born Democrat congressman introduces 7 articles of impeachment against President Trump. Team Trump issues a funny response. Now, here's the video.
This is Congressman Shri Thanedar.
This is Congressman Shri Thanedar. Man, come on. Sound like a man at least.
Donald Trump has already done real damage to
Really?
our democracy, but defying a unanimous 9-0 Supreme Court ruling?
Really? Did Donald Trump really do this? And yes, I can make a funny accent because I got an accent myself. Really? Did he really do this? Did Donald Trump really do this? Shut yo. How about me and you, Box?
That has to be the final straw. It's time we impeach Donald J. Trump.
What's wrong with him?
The court said the wrongfully deported Kilmer Garcia must be
Maryland
allowed
man.
to return and receive due process. Trump ignored it. He ignored the Constitution. He ignored the very checks and balances that keep
It
our
does look like a
democracy
Saturday
intact.
night skit.
This isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a dangerous, deliberate pattern. That's why today I introduced a resolution to impeach Donald J.
Really? Did you really do this? He do this? And then Trump responded with something. Who is that guy? Stephen Chong, he works for the Trump administration? Oh, man. Who's that guy? So, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrat Party is a total clown show. They are a clown show. From the guy that really do this to the Supreme Court, due process. Go back to India. All right, see how you go and get due process there, bud. But that's what the Democrat Party has become, ladies and gentlemen. They can't win without cheating. They're money launderers. Because they can't raise the money. Like, look, I donated to the Trump campaign. I never thought I would donate to a politician ever. I donated to the Trump campaign several times. It was small amounts, but I did it. I know a lot of people who, for the first time in their life, had a Trump 2024 flag, because it was a real, authentic, not a fake campaign. But Democrats, they have to steal, they have to cheat, they have to lie, they have to launder money. Then they have to get weirdos like that guy. I have introduced articles of impeachment, yes. How about this, Mr. Guy? If me and you, we should do a boxing match. And we'll do for charity. And all the proceeds will go to the winner's charity of their choice or anything else. If I win, I donate all my money to the Trump campaign. If you win, you can use that money to push the impeachment hoax. And if you win, I will support you on impeaching Trump. But if I win, then you change from Democrat to Republican and you become the craziest, most diehard Trump supporter in Congress ever. Now, have I taken boxing lessons? I don't know. That's for me to know and you to find out. All right, let's not be prideful. But look, I think, yes, I know YouTube. I know. But ladies and gentlemen, help me by doing this. When you smash that thumbs up, when you leave comments, and when you share the video with a couple friends, it really helps a lot. It fights against, the pushing down of my video that the algorithm does. You guys really help a lot. But we're going to end it on this. The Democrat Party has become a joke, total, complete joke. From the Senate Minority Leader standing there for 24 hours screaming, oh, while Trump is doing work, he's standing there screaming in front of cameras. Yesterday, they sat on the steps of Congress. They did a sit-in. What are you guys doing? But this is what it tells us. They are lost. The Democrat Party has no leader. They are in shambles, and they're just completely collapsing and falling apart. But that's good for us. We got a leader. The Republican Party, the MAGA Party, has a vision. We have goals, and we have a leader. That's why we're going to keep winning elections. We're going to keep control of the House. I really pray so. And we need to get a bigger majority. The final 2 years of the last 2 years of Trump's presidency are going to be even better than the first two. But if, God forbid, the Democrats win the House, it's going to be back to impeachment hoaxes, back to all the BS. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, smash that thumbs up. God bless you. Share this video with a couple friends. It really helps with the algorithm. I'll see you soon.